up, Farmily? Well, today we actually decided to play hooky from the farm and go on a little adventure. It's a beautiful day. I think it's supposed to be in the high 60s. And we got our chores done and decided to take a little trip to a nearby place. We're at a waterfall and natural park. So we're going to go for a little hike. Sorry about the wind. Hopefully it's not too bad. We're going to go for a little hike. We got both the girls and, of course, the baby. So we're going to go check out the waterfall. We're going to go for a little hike and just kind of enjoy our day off the farm now that we've got all of our work done. And we could do that. And that is one of the benefits of running our own businesses. We can take a break from work in the middle of the week if we want to. So we're going to go check this out, see how the hike goes, see how the girls do. They haven't really been on a hike yet. So I'm just getting the baby in the back.
We don't let them out in public. We don't trust them.
Well, they're not easy. 2 and 3 at this age, they don't, like I always say, we always have to remind ourselves is toddlers aren't known for their listening skills. So, oh, thank you. Where'd you find that?
It was on the ground over there.
Oh, that's good.
I'll take it.
All right, guys. Well, let's go for
Wish
a little
us
hike
luck.
and check this out.
Wish us luck.
So we got these IBC totes a while back, actually like right when we first got here, and we had planned on using them for hog waterers, and we still may, but right now we have that Brower water that we're using. I think I showed it to you before, which I think we fixed the leak. I talked about it in another video, so I'm just moving this pallet out of the way. I talked about it in another video that we were having problems with the Brower water leaking, but I think we figured it out. The float was messed up, so we got it situated, and I think it's going to be fine. So now we have these 2 IBC totes here. They had, I actually don't know what they were. I think just water storage in them. And we are going to use one of them. We're going to put it over here on the barn where the brooders are going to be. It has gutters and a downspout. So we're going to put it over there. That way I can use it to water the garden. I'd prefer. We're on city water here. I think I mentioned that before. We're on city water here, which is actually really weird for me. I've been on a well since 2002. So being on city water is actually kind of a strange phenomenon. But anyways, I'm going to put it over here where the downspout is to collect rainwater. That way I can water the garden with it, because I would prefer to not water the garden with water from, municipal water, because it does have chlorine and other, things in it that I would rather not water my garden with. We don't drink it. We use a filter in the house. So actually, that's a good point. So we just use our refrigerator filter right now, but it's my understanding that it's probably not, sorry about that, wind's really bad. It's probably not the best filter for what we want. So if you have a suggestion for a water filter that actually filters out chlorine from municipal water, let me know down in the comments, because I am definitely open to suggestions on what we should do. We've actually been toying around with just buying the big bottles of water and having a dispenser because we don't know what to do and we really just don't want to be drinking that water. So anyways, we're gonna get this IBC tote moved over. Ryan just lifted it up. Hopefully there's no snakes under it because he's got sneakers on. And we're gonna get this moved over to where the brooder barn is going to be. So then the downspout comes off of the barn right here. Don't mind the mess of this barn. It's one we haven't tackled yet. So it's got gutters that go all along that section, which is the whole barn plus this overhang. So I think what we're going to end up doing is cutting it right about there and then attaching a pipe down into that. So then we can pick it up with the tractor, take it over to the garden and water with it. Or actually wherever we need it. Free water. So I don't actually think I've ever really talked about this barn. We do so much work in the other barn where the goats are that we don't spend a lot of time in this one. Well, not yet. We're going to be spending a lot of time in this one coming up pretty soon. So this is the barn that we plan on putting the brooders in. The really great thing about this barn is, as you can see behind me, that wall back there is I think that's south, or at least it's close to it. But it gets sun almost all day, but it's insulated. So while the sun does warm it in here, it's not going to get extreme temperatures. So during the summer, it's going to be really nice to help keep the chicks warm and not use as much heat. It's also really nice because it's completely open. This piece right here is actually removable. So it's completely open. We can put a brooder here and a brooder right here. They're big stalls, and we can come in there when it's time to clean them out. We can come in here directly past me with the tractor and scoop them out and go right out. So when we had the chicks in the greenhouse before, it was a little bit of a pain in the butt to get everything out. So this is going to be really nice because we can just go right in, scoop. We don't have to get at a weird angle and do a lot of shoveling and stuff. And we have a really snazzy idea for actually raising the brooders up. So we used to use dollies and just move them out of the way, and I think that we're going to try and put them on hoists, probably like a remote control hoist. I don't know if that's electric or whatever it is, electric hoist that does it with a button, and that way we can just hoist them right up, and then we can come in underneath them and scoop it all out. And that way it'll be easy to clean. One of us can do it, because that's always the issue with the farm, is a lot of times one of us will be at markets or out doing deliveries, and we really try and set things up on the farm so that only one of us needs to be here to do it, because that's typically what we do, is one of us does farm work while the other one is out doing deliveries or market or other tasks. So that's really what our intention is with this farm is to take all of those lessons that we've learned over the past 10 years at our farm in California and apply them here in a more effective manner. So whatever, issues that we ran into there or things that we just kind of dealt with, we're really trying to fix here. And I think that we've learned a lot of lessons. I think that we have enough knowledge that setting up our new farm here is going to be pretty nice, and it's going to be pretty turnkey once we get everything going. So we are hoping to have chicks here on the farm sometime in the middle of May. That's kind of the intention, and fingers crossed possibility that everything will sort of get going here as far as chickens and turkeys sometime in the middle of May. So, but anyways, that's this barn, and I think this is going to be a really neat asset for us. There's 3 different bays, so we'll have 3 different brooders, 2 for the broiler chickens, and then a brooder that we can use either for turkeys or layers, or if we want to run an extra set of broilers or whatever it is, we'll have the space to do all of those.